What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Rollo88 coming at you live and in the flesh. And today we need to talk about Tom and Jerry cartoons on Netflix. So there's these Tom and Jerry cartoons on Netflix, and they left this like Black Meemaw character in there. She's an African American character, um, but she's got like every stereotype of an African American that you could possibly imagine. And they left her in there, and they put this warning on the beginning of all these Tom and Jerry episodes that says, this prejudice existed in the world. It still exists in the world. Like this is what racism looks like, kids. Okay, so keep that in mind. That they want you to, be race baited into, like, oh, look at these white people, that were portraying this black woman as this and this and this. And, be angry, white people be angry at black people be angry at white people, just everyone be angry at everybody, right? So discord and, division between everybody. Because what can be better than division in this world, right? The Bible says, love your neighbor. But really, come on, don't we just want to hate our neighbor? That's pure sarcasm, by the way. You should love your neighbor as much as yourself, or maybe even more than yourself, and love the Lord your God just as much as well. Okay, that's the most important commandment. And also, all the other ones too. Have no other gods before him, blah, blah. Anyways, that's off topic. We're here to talk about Tom and Jerry. Okay, so they're pushing this prejudice thing, race baiting, doing the whole Al Sharpton, Obama, like, we're victims, look at us, da 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 da, we're oppressed, da da da, white people can't be oppressed, white people can't be victims, white people can't be, anything but racist, so yeah, clearly, I mean, I'm evidence of that, obviously. I'm just the biggest racist there's ever been, Donald Trump or Steve Bannon, step down, you got a new, Grand Dragon in town. Oh my goodness. No, sarcasm again, okay? I hope you guys are smart enough to know what sarcasm is. Anyways, now we have Battlefield 5. And in Battlefield 5, they did not decide to include Nazis, even though it takes place in World War II. Now, well, also, peace is a broken cross sign, devil sign. The middle finger is a devil sign. Rock and roll sign is a devil sign. I'm not going to do any of those. So, yeah. They didn't include Nazis in Battlefield 5. Now, why wouldn't they do that? Well, my thinking is because they're anti-fascist, which is really anti-First Amendment, and this is a free speech zone, as High Impact Flicks will tell you. So yeah, no Nazis. So I guess they didn't put themselves in the game, huh? That's the funny thing. The extreme right have gone from being the Nazis, now it's like the extreme left are the Nazis. They've adopted that ideology for themselves, and then they've taken it to the extreme left, right? You can't be left, right, or center, all right? It's, just be a human being, okay? We all have flaws, right? Sometimes we all commit a crime. Sometimes we all don't. Sometimes we do a good thing for our neighbor. This is the human experience. This is not, this isn't some daycare center, We all go through, troubles in our lives. Anyways, there's no Nazis in there because guess what? I guess that prejudice never existed or doesn't exist. So I guess if you censor something, it's taken out and it never existed. But if you leave it in there, then it existed? Is that what you guys are trying to say? Seems pretty stupid. So yeah. Just dumb. And then you can type in like brown man, black man, red man, whatever. But if you type in white man, it actually censors it out because white man's a bad word. I should know. I'm the most shamefully embarrassing creature that ever lived. I'm a cis white male. What even is that? Oh, and I'm straight too. Man. You just wave all these, sausages in my face. That's just doesn't do anything for me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. It's a crazy world. I'm glad that I'm canceling my TV. I don't want TV. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to see what the Communist News Network is doing. I don't want to see MSNBC as they see me. You know what? I'm going to go live in the mountains and everything else, and I'm going to keep looking towards the sky, because guess what? Jesus is coming back. Maybe not in my lifetime, but I'm just going to go to the mountains and I'm just going to look up into the sky for like 50 years until I go back into the dirt, you know? There's a good video on YouTube too that talks about how we do like some form of like Pig Latin. We're supposed to have hyphens in between our name and stuff like that, and if we stay in that maritime system and we get buried like that, then it's like we go to hell, because you're in the ledger, you're you're a corpse, and there's all these things. So I don't know what the afterlife is going to look like, but I do know it exists, and you probably know it exists too. But anyways, I just thought that was worth pointing out. Tom and Jerry, they have a black character. They say prejudice exists. Battlefield 5, they have no Nazis in there, because I guess Nazis did not exist. Huh. Good history lesson. Very good history lesson. I'm learning so much from you leftist weirdos. Oh, and that's the division too. Congratulations, leftists. You've done it again. I called you a leftist, thereby dividing myself from you. You guys win. Congratulations. Here is your participation trophy. It's a little bottle of new skin. Spray it on your skin when you scratch it too much like I do. Whatever, dude. Like, comment, subscribe, and go watch Tom and Jerry on Netflix if you're ready to get offended.